Right, let's go through our first example. Our first example, the temperature increases at a constant rate. Very important for us to have a constant rate. Otherwise, these problems would not work. Throughout the morning, at 5 a.m., it's 58. At 9 a.m., it's 70 degrees. So here we have 5 a.m., it's 58. And at 9 a.m., it's 70 degrees. So let's go ahead and let's turn these into coordinate points. So the first coordinate point is going to be 5, 58. So that point is saying at 5 a.m. it's 58 degrees. The second one is going to be at 9 a.m. it is 70 degrees. So we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and find the x and y values. My x values are going to be in hours. These 5 and 9 is going to be in hours. And these y values, 58 and 70, these are degrees. So now let's go ahead and let's find the slope. Let's find our m value. M we do with a delta. So from 58 to 70, that's going to be a change of plus 12. Plus 12. From 5 to 9, it's going to be a change of plus 4. So our slope is going to be m is going to be equal to 12 over 4, which is just 3. So my slope is going to be 3 over 1. Alright, what does this slope mean? What does this 3 over 1 represent? Now we're going to interpret the rate of change. So 3 over 1, when we do our delta y over delta x, this on top, our delta y was the change in degrees. This is 3 degrees. Every 1, and our x value, when we did the bottom is x, delta x. Of 4, our change of 4 was from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. This is going to be hour. So the rate of change is the temperature, or we're going to interpret the rate of change. We're going to interpret it as the temperature increases. It increases because this is a positive, right? Increases at a constant rate of 3 degrees per 1 hour. Let's go ahead and let's find the y-intercept, or the starting point. So let's go ahead and let's do the y equals mx plus b formula, because I think that one's the easiest. So for this one, I plug in my m is 3, and I choose one of these points. Maybe choose the smaller points, maybe you'll make less mistakes. So I'll choose the point 5, 58. This is your x value, this is your y value, we're trying to solve for b. So we have y is equal to mx plus b. My y is going to be 58. Is equal to my m. My m I figured out was 3. Parentheses x. My x value is 5 plus b. Go ahead and let's solve for b. This gives me 15. 58 plus b minus 15 minus 15. B is equal to 43. What is the y-intercept? The y-intercept is going to be at 0, 43. What does the y-intercept mean in this context? What does it mean? All right, we got 0, 53. So what does that tell us? That tells us that at midnight, because at 0 hours, it's going to be at midnight. At midnight, the temperature was 43 degrees. Alright, so that's what our y-intercept means. At midnight, it's 43 degrees. Write an equation, probably y equals mx plus b form, slope-intercept form for this situation. So, y is equal to m. My m I found out here was 3. X plus b. My b I found was 43. Right? What does this equation mean in this context? It means that the temperature was 43 degrees at midnight and rose 3 degrees every hour. Alright, so we've kind of made sense of this whole situation, right? I gave you guys a time and a degree, and we were able to kind of come up with a little story. What was the initial point? The initial point was at midnight. It was at 43 degrees. And the rate of change was it rose 3 degrees every hour. Alright, let's try the next one.